When you're a person who knows and believes that they have a purpose, you know which avenue to walk through. Of course, you're not perfect. You know that, like, hey, this happened to me before. Any situation that you've been through, you can be a person that, you know what, I hung around certain people and you learn your lesson. And that time will happen again where you'll come across people that's very similar to those particular people. And you just know that, you know what, I learned my lesson, which most people don't. And they'll continue to be around these particular people because this these are people that they can relate to. And what does that mean? They feel and believe that, you know what, it's growth. It's growth. But a lot of people don't want to go through their growth. Now, if you're a person just like me, you okay, let's put it like this. You can relate to me. You believe, like, you know what, I am going through this. This is what I'm going through, certain situation. I'm going through this situation right now. You know what do I do? And guess what? You work on yourself. You stay away from people. You work on yourself. And guess what? Those same people that you used to be around, you distance yourself from them. And these are the people that still trying to come around. Now they see the glow in you. Now they see that how far you went in life. They seen that, you know what? How did you do it? How did Gene do it? How did Sarah did it? How did Mike do it? And guess what? Now all the attraction is coming towards you. Now, what kind of people who are coming around you? It could be people that you want to come around you. The people in the past. And guess what? You get in this type of attention. And it's like, it's overwhelming, but at the same time, you'll find people that'll say slick things to you. They'll say harsh things to you. They'll try to bring up your past to make you remember where you come from. They'll remind you that you changed, you're acting different. But guess what? Don't let that break you. Continue to do what you're doing, because guess what? Whatever is going on in your life and you seeing progress, yo, it hurted and you went through what you went through. People are always going to shame you for you leveling up. Before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about, in the title of the video, I talk about many things where people are going to dislike you for minding your own business. People are going to dislike you for, not wanting to be around. People will dislike you for you being genuine. But guess what? We also have those who will dislike you because you're getting attention that you didn't ask for. And also, you're very different from the most people. Listen, a lot of this video is particularly for people that went through growth. And I must admit, when I was much more younger, I was the complete, and not even just a few years ago, I was the complete different of who I am right now. Me sitting here talking to you, breaking things down to you, like I said, your best friend, your new best friend. I'm that guy that always been this way, but I was not able to put that on camera. You would have to really get to know me for me to really express or articulate certain things to you. And I always had this, should I say, gift, because I'm seeing more and more people loving my videos, and I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. But listen, I was not able to break this down. Even if a few years ago, I was not able to be as comfortable as I am in front of the camera. Now, when I'm off camera, I'm still the same way, but I'm to myself. A lot of people call me introvert. Some people call me extrovert. It depends who you are. I'll talk to you. I'll be myself. But there's times where I get in the room and I come around certain people, I just shut down, just take to myself, and I'm very observant. Now, I may say a little bit too much, but all that comes with attention. All that comes with attention. I remember it was one time I was at Whole Foods and I was going grocery shopping when I was in the city, right? Got off for work. This happened to happen like almost 2 years ago. I believe around 2 years ago, around this time, right? No, 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 no. Almost 2 years ago, yes. Listen, this one dude, looks very smart. I mean, I can't judge a book by its cover. Um, he was coming up to me, questioning me, like, "Yo, hey, I see how you dress. You look nice." Um, he had a book in his hand. He was like, "What do you do?" I looked at him. I said, I'm a small business owner. Now, I'm not gonna go ahead and tell him I'm doing this and doing that. But me, I'm a kind of person like I do have this conservative look. I dress a certain way. Like I said, a few years ago, I wasn't this way. And he just kept on questioning me. I'm like, dang, what happened? Is he like interior? Like, did I do anything wrong? Like, man, what's going on? But he was just kept on questioning me, and then it's to the point where it got a little uncomfortable. Put it that way, and I just brushed him off, and I'm sure he got the clue, but I don't know if it was because who I am, my ethnicity, where he was just like so like, what is it about you? Like, you know what I mean? How are you like this? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that he disliked me or anything, but it was just very uncomfortable. Like, you go to a random person, just ask questions, and you don't give them a reason why. You know what I mean? So where I'm going with this is this: you'll have random people, you'll have people, especially people in your past, that will even come to you and make you feel guilty. Like, hey, what's going on? Dang, I see you looking nice. Dang, you looking suave. You looking this type of way. You looking cute. Dang, I remember. Here they go. Here they go. I remember when you used to dress like just like us. We, what I mean, swagged out and this, that, and the third. So what that's supposed to mean, swagged out? I'm not swagged out now. Just because I dress a certain way doesn't mean I'm swagged out. My personality, I make the clothes, but they'll make you feel guilty and make you feel like, yo, you're something that you're not. Another example, I had somebody I grown up with. For her, for some reason, and I talked about her before, we used to grow up, and for her, it's like she embraced the trauma that she went through. None of my siblings, but this person was like a family member, you know what I mean? And then she would question me, Gene, yo, what happened to you? What made you change? And I'm like, what you mean change? You used to be wild, you know what I mean? You used to have a quick temper. You used to be ready to smack somebody side of your head. What make you change? Why you like that? You know where we from? And I'm sitting, I'm kind of confused. I'm like, yo, I changed for the better for myself. I'm not, how can I break this down to a person like this? Because in her head, she may believe and think that, hey, I am great. I'm never going to change. But guess what? There's certain ways you carry yourself, and there's certain things about yourself that you need to change. And I mean change for the better, for you to be able to progress in life. Now, fast forward now, me, I'm a kind of person where I could come in a room right now and I could have a conversation with people, like, let's use an example, higher power, somebody that, can be able to open opportunities for me or you. And I can have a conversation with them and they can be able to be like, hey, I got you on this, I got you on that. In other words, hey, I have an opportunity for you. What do you think about this? And come to my office on Monday and, think about it over the weekend. Situations like that. But you have those that will try to make you feel guilty because you're acting a certain way. You're acting bougie. And I heard that almost all my life until this day. Gene, you're bougie. You're this. Excuse me. Maybe I don't want to eat greasy foods all the time. Maybe I don't want to hang out all day. Hey, excuse me. Maybe I don't want to have pants under my let me say it, under my ass, and then, you know what I mean, make it look like that I didn't even take a shower. My fault. Maybe it's not my fault that I chose to speak proper English. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm speaking proper English, but I use my words, you know, in a way that, it's very clear. People ain't going like that. They'll make you feel guilty, and they'll make you feel like, hey, you know, and then you're getting all this attention. This is where I'm coming to in the finale. You're getting all this attention. People are liking your energy. They feel comfort. They feel that, hey, you know, you're welcoming. They can be themselves. And that's what people are scared to do. They're scared to be that type of person. Instead of, you know, working on your growth, giving the next generation, the next person some advice, and then about their past, they would rather embrace what they got going on and make you feel and see that, hey, society is to blame for them to be this way and change. And they'd rather just be that person to just be a victim. And then with them being a victim, they want you to be a victim because you have to feel what they feel. BS. So like I said, a lot of people in your life and you come across are going to make you feel, they're going to dislike you for you being different and also getting attention that you rightfully deserve. But at the same time, it's not something that you're seeking. So if this video resonate with you, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend and your new best friend. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.